Ahoy hoy, back again today. Just trying to improve. I think I'm actually improving the last few days, so hopefully that continues, but obviously things can go wrong pretty quickly. So I'll just jump in and start to play. Just checking, see if the stream's actually working. Looks like it is. And get my stream manager up as well. Hopefully that works. I've been having some difficulties with stream manager lately. Okay, this looks like Greece straight away. Greek language. Although it's pretty stylistic, so I'm not too sure. And got a considerable amount of water around, so I'm wondering if this is an island. Driving left. Is that right for Greece? I thought they were driving left. Look to be surrounded by water. So in terms of Greece, could it be down here? It could be, or it could be on the peninsula here. I don't know if it's technically a peninsula, but it's kind of Kalamata, that's where the olives come from. I haven't actually seen any fruit on the olive trees. Looks like that's a work in progress on the roof there. Unless they're drying something off up the top there. I think I'll go on. I don't actually know what I'd be looking for if I was on, what is it? Ooh, Cyprus. Or on, is this Crete? Not too familiar. Let's drop it there and see what happens. Okay, it wasn't. We're just by the water here. Nearby Calypso with a K. And again, so that was a good country guess. I'm on a streak of one. Got Cyrillic here. And I thought there was red on the number plate, but I think that's a rear vision. Sorry. The brake light? I think it's the brake light. Nice cafe here. Or bar. They're selling Coca-Cola. Which I think they've got, looks like they've got Tom from Tom and Jerry and the Brain from Pinky and the Brain, maybe? Not too sure. Probably violating some copyright there, I'd say. A bakery and this vending machine, a coffee vending machine. So I don't think this is Russia. It's pretty cold. Maybe it is Russia. What would the other options be? Some big mountains here in the south. Just wondering about Kazakhstan. See if I know any of these place names. In terms of the pronunciation, I'm not too good. Batak kind of rings a bell, but I thought that was Russia. Ayopkobo, which I'm absolutely certain is not the correct pronunciation. Ayopkobo, I don't see it. Nor do I see it in Russia, but it could certainly be quite a small place. What's this up here? Ooh, the circus is in town, or a carnival, I guess. That's cool. Not sure what this is. It's like some high dive pool, or it could be a high dive act. and they're diving into this small pool, which I have never seen. What to do? Oh, 13 seconds left. I think I will go Kazakhstan in the south. I'm pretty sure that's incorrect, so let's check. It was Bulgaria. I did wonder about this character here, but I didn't think the mountains would be so big around Bulgaria, so I lost my streak at one there. A bit of a fail. Okay, yellow centre lines driving right. I get kind of a Central America vibe here. Let's check the sign. Whoops, a little too far. That's interesting, that's like a Taiwan pole. Let's check up here. That could be right. Yangzai. Kinmen Forestry Institute. Kinmen sounds familiar. This is quite tidy. I wonder, sometimes I get Taiwan and Hong Kong confused. But I'm not sure if Hong Kong has the same pole as Taiwan. I guess this is like slow down or something like that. A very cool turtle. Tortoise? Tortoise. I think turtles have the flippers and tortoises have the legs. So I'm just going to have to go with Taiwan here. I kind of got a bit stung the other day because I had a Taiwan round somewhere here, which I didn't realise was part of Taiwan. I forget exactly where. Here maybe. Around here. But I guess I'll go main island, Taiwan. They had forestry, so this is a national park. I don't think they would be deforesting that. Let's just see. Let's see what the sign said again. Kinmen. I probably have to drop it central here. Ahoy Biggs, how are you doing? Finished work maybe? Oh, it's Saturday. I lost track of the days of the week. I guess near Taiwan, in Taiwan. Oh, it was again. Oh, Kinmen County. I should have paid attention when I screwed up that round, maybe yesterday or the day before. It's got some cool things here. The Artillery Battle Museum, scenic area, another battle museum up here, a fort, a tower, a battery store. That's curious. Cool. So I screwed that one up, but still 4,300 points, which is not too bad. And not sure why my stream manager my phone keeps going to sleep with the stream manager on it. So this is yellow outside lines, driving middle, a bit unconventional there. It's kind of hedging middle there. Okay, it's committed to left, although this guy's on the right. Probably overtaking, I guess. We've got these chevrons. Driving an Audi. It's a very straight, kind of north-ish, southish road here. This guy's all over the place. It's overtakes everywhere. More exciting than Formula 1 at the moment. More overtakes than Formula 1. And this guy's driving on the median. I wonder if they got a grudge. They're kind of overtaking each other. Maybe trying to get the catch the eye of the Google car. In terms of the chevron, I'm not too sure. Have a look at this sign. Hopefully it's helpful. Yeah, on the R27, going to Velddrif in South Africa, I imagine. on the R27. I thought it was okay for South Africa. Don't really see any R roads though. Oh, here we go. Here's the R27. Oh my gosh. How far does it go? It's pretty extensive. If I can find Veldrift, that would be handy. There's a few V names. Behrmann took under the red in practice. Well, technically you're not supposed to do that, I think. Did he get a penalty? I think someone got a one grid place penalty, but I was not really paying attention. The R27 goes for freaking ages. It was right nearby Cape Town. I was pretty happy to locate the road there, but it was a pretty long road. Just having a quick scan. Grotto Bay, very good. Saltwater, Darling, Philadelphia. That could be a good bait round. Although driving left probably wouldn't fool anyone. I don't see the place. 10 grid places. So back to 20 for him then. 25th on the grid. That's I don't know, in practice, who cares? It's probably dangerous, you probably shouldn't do that. I shouldn't say who cares. They're all about safety. Uh-oh. I feel like I saw this telegraph pole very recently. I was watching a video about telegraph poles and let me think, what was I looking at? Oh, I'm going to screw this up for sure. Mountains and that pole. I'd need a language or something. Even a plate would be handy, a number plate. Could it be Spain? There's olive trees. There's a little house up here, let's check it out. If I've got time. Kind of concerned. I'm not sure what's going on with the Ferraris in the Formula 1 this weekend. They could be fast, or they may not be, so if I saw Spanish here that would be useful. Ooh, I can't see anything there. I think it says Tech T's, it could be Spanish. Oh, I've got 40 seconds. I'm going to go with my half-remembered memory here and drop it somewhere fairly dry. Ooh, it was Greece with the olives. Okay, try and remember that tree. The tree? No, the pole. 1400 points. That was a bad start. A bad Kyrgyzstan for Bulgaria. Spain for Greece. This is a bit harsh. I kind of got it right, just not close. And even Taiwan was about as few points as you can get in Taiwan. Disappointing. So those were Greece polls. Not to say that they're not other areas as well, but even that South Africa round was a bit vexing. So I've got a floodway in Australia. Ooh. Looks to be fairly rural and kind of heading north-south. I feel like this road, this is, what do they call it, audible lines? That doesn't tell me anything. I'm not too sure what that means. So, I guess this could be Western Australia or Northern Territory. I'm going to guess the Northern Territory. Good call. Oh, it was Western Australia, gosh. Nearby Cooladar Hill. What is Xthundalara? Just going to Google that. Let's see what Lara. It's a, okay. I think it's a farm. A station. Conservation Reserve. There we go. Conservation Reserve. 2,000 points in Australia. Bringing the hometown vibes there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is like Spain or something. Oh, hang on. Yeah. I think Spain has like this many steps crossing. Driving an Audi again. It's a couple of Audis we've seen today, or Audis. We used to call it Audi, but I guess now it's Audi. Got a frieze or a fresco. It's a bullfight, actually. I wonder if it's Barcelona. That's the only place I really know associated with bullfighting. What do they call it? Corrida del Toros? Corrida de Toros? I forget. My Spanish is slowly fading. Rapidly fading. Got a university. Maybe seeing the university would be handy, but what have I got? A minute. Let's see if we can find the university. That's interesting. It's like a conservation project they've got going on an old building, maybe. It's the post. Better jump into Spain. I'd just go with the Barcelona vibe. If I knew where Barcelona was. Pretty sure it's in Spain. That's interesting. I don't know where oh, there. Wow. If I'm wrong, it's going to be very wrong. It was very wrong. Nearby Madrid, actually. Madrid has a lot of bullfighting too. I'm not sure about nowadays. I haven't heard much about bullfighting. Probably keeping it on the lowdown. So I want to see this university. Got the parcel pickup shop. Just wonder if seeing the university might have been handy. The closest I would have got was Madrid anyway, so here we go. Probably in Africa. Ooh, probably in Portugal. Brazil, I guess. Hotel São Vitor. Luncheonette and hotel. That's very cool. Difficult to see what they're serving there. It's very red soil. Quite a small town. This crossing I've never seen before. That's really interesting. This looks like he's taunting traffic. We're standing in the middle of the road. Self-service. So I guess this is like a transit stop for buses and trucks and things like that. There doesn't seem to be much other than hotels and restaurants. And this little puppy dog, who appears to have been playing in the dust. It's got a square pole with this top. It's kind of that top we saw in Greece, which is interesting. Long leg Larry. Yep. Oh, if it's Brazil, maybe not Larry. maybe I'll just go around here. I hope it's not Amazonas. It seems fairly dry, so maybe I'll go around here. I should have picked a major road anyway. It was all the way north. Okay. I don't know if that crossing's specific to that region or what, but I haven't seen it before. And I haven't had a round in this region before, so that's an interesting one. Probably Lorenzo, possibly. Although that's probably Italian, I think. So, got a church here. This could be Italian. Via Giovanni. Or, there's a crossing for you. 5. And that could be faded red. He's another long-legged. Look at the proportionate, his arms to his legs. And this has got, I think it's got blue on the left and right, which would be consistent with Italy. However, it could be Salerno and Potenza. They sound like places. Salerno and Potenza. I'm just wondering, it could be San Marino or something like that. But I saw something this morning. I was watching a video. I watched like 3 minutes of a video which indicated that San Marino had a lot of yellow backplates currently in coverage. Let's see, Potenza, I think that's it. Yes, Potenza's kind of to the south, so probably a little north of Potenza. What was the other one? Raggiano. Problem with signage is the actual town could be miles away from the sign. I'll just go here. Ooh, nice. 13 kilometers away. And we were in Pacherno. Got a studio, maybe a dance studio. Got a few things going on. That's good. 4,965. And now driving left again in South Africa again by the looks. Swartbergsvlei. Having difficulty with speech at the moment. It's like my mouth is dry. So anything other than English is going to be a struggle. West Coast National Park. And then this, some kind of longhorn sheep. West Coast, so here's east, here's west. Could be nearby Cape Town again. We've got a national park. So, oh my gosh. West Coast National Park Marine Protected Area. So we're heading, where's the coast? Looks like this might be the coast here. We're heading south, right? And what else was I thinking? We were turning, it's heading south, turning, wait. So this is south, this is west. It's heading west to the West Coast National Park. We're heading south. Could be like that. That doesn't look like a very major road though. Maybe here. But there's no turnings. Unless the turnings are here. We'd be heading southish and then turn west. There's a bit of rumbling thunder outside. It's somewhere around here anyway, it's got to be pretty good points. So we're kind of further south on that road. This is the R27 again, that was the road I had before. 26 kilometres, 4,930 points. And just tip, oh, because Australia screwed me, and Brazil. Other than that, there were some pretty good guesses in there. But some big countries that I screwed up a bit. But it's been raining most of the day, and now the thunder's coming, so I guess the rain's not going to let up. Oh my gosh, Andy Winter's back as well. Amazing, the whole gang's here. You still housebound, Andy? Indy. So this is Poland, very nice. A Polish bollard. So I don't know if I should try and region guess this, if I can see a place name. Knockleggy in a Scottish accent. I don't think that's helpful to me. Got some corn, growing some corn. A bit waterlogged here as well. Normally the rain comes in the afternoon, but today it came around midday. And everything's drenched. So it's a good day to be stuck indoors geoguessing. Although the alternative is a sunny day, 34 degrees, and a good day to be stuck inside geoguessing. Nearby Plock. I'll have to go central here. Ooh, it was too. Just checking if that place name was relevant. I don't think so. It wasn't a place name, I don't think. So 4,692. I had some good guesses. Oh, a sunny day. Very good. So beer drinking weather on a Saturday. Got Coca-Cola, so that'll narrow it down. Ooh, interesting. And Japanese. Karatsu Diving Center. Interesting. From memory, not a lot of Japanese drink vending machines have Coca-Cola. Although maybe I've glossed over it because I've never really been a Coca-Cola drinker. More Pocari Sweat, or a warm coffee, or like Boss Coffee, or corn soup. They sometimes have that in the north, or in Tokyo too, I think, in the winter. Corn soup in the vending machine. So I wonder if this is an island actually. I should have actually just been looking for this place name. So where was I? I've lost myself already. It's got a minute left. Karatsu. So I think they'd be diving somewhere southern, because north is probably a bit chilly. I hope it's not one of these islands. I don't think it is Okinawa. Although I think there was some tropical area somewhere up here. I was looking at some reviews ages ago. Maybe I'll go here. Karatsu. That's not it, but anyway, it was all the way south. That does make a lot of sense because it's probably more pleasant for diving. It wasn't an island though, so that's interesting. I thought maybe it was an island. Tetagami Rock of Minato. They've got a special rock there anyway. 3,400 points, not great. By the water. Yeah, I think there's a... You can just glimpse the water there. This sign... it's probably very telling, but I don't know it. It's got a very thick silver band around the outside. And someone's either hiding in a tree or doing some tree lopping. Can we see him? Or her? Them? No. They've abandoned that. They've been at it over here as well. I need some information. So, that could be Spanish or Portuguese. I think there's a car back here. If I could see the back plate, that would probably be handy. Here's probably the Google car. It's the Peugeot. If you're drinking, that's a drink. Spotting the Google car in reflection. Here's a car as well. I don't think that backplate is... I think if it was Portugal, there'd be yellow visible, which I couldn't quite see. But I didn't think so. I think that was blue. Not sure about these lights or the road. Whoops, there was... Got some imprecise clicking again. ...150 metres. So this giveaway sign has a white border, thin white border. And that's all I know. It's going to be a learning moment. I don't know if this works for Spain, but the language was kind of Spanish. Just drop it in there and see what happens. I've only got 12 seconds left anyway. I'll go north, near Andorra. Oh my gosh, it was Italy again. Okay. And that ruined my streak of 7. I should probably try and get a better streak. I think my record's about 12. I screwed up my streak the other day. I was on around 12. This says South Africa. Natal. Herbarium. Don't exactly know where Natal is. Maybe I should be scanning for that. It certainly rings a bell, but Durban. I was on a streak of 7 and then correctly identified Kenya, and for some reason I clicked off it while I was fiddling around into Tanzania, I think, and lost my streak. It would have been about 20. I'm not sure if Natal is a current city or whether it's some historical reference. Yeah, the Herbarium. Yes. Just see if there's anything else here. What does this say? Construction of the new building and repairs, blah 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 blah. Durban. District Municipality of Durban. Oh, Durban's in South Africa. Hang on. In Cape Town. Maybe it's a suburb of either Cape Town or Johannesburg, maybe. Where's Johannesburg? Oh, hang on. Durban. I've lost my... I got confused with Natal, and Durban is actually a city. Where's the Herbarium? There's the Botanic Gardens. It must be in the Botanic Gardens, surely. Botany Bay Lodge, which I thought was in Sydney, but got the Gourmet Coffee. Myloft Gardens. I don't see a Herbarium. It must be nearby here, though. Winterton Walk. Phoenix Pure Care, that's not it. Maybe I'll just plonk. Actually, there's a road here. What else is here? I didn't even look to see what else is here. Nothing much. We're on a bend. Probably here. Ooh, wrong bend. Still, 4999. You said 5k. I couldn't quite manage it. 397 meters away. There we go. I didn't see your comments. Japan again. This is interesting. I'm not sure what it's in aid of, but I've got a little tortoise for the kids, or a bear, I'm not sure. This must be for kids too, but I'm not too sure what. It seems a bit boring just climbing through. There is meta for Japan, but I don't know anything about it too much. It's kind of mountains. I might go central here, north of Tokyo. Oof, all the way south again. Wow, I'm getting drilled. Okay, I got the right country, so I can take that away. Apart from that Japan guess, and this, what was that? A France fail on Italy. The Durban guess was good. That saved me in the end. And now we're somewhere rustic. This is interesting. It's like Turkey, I think, with that bollard. I wouldn't associate this with Turkey though. But I'm pretty sure that bollard's got to be Turkey, surely. Unless I'm very much mistaken. And we've got a minaret. I should probably check if they're actually called minarets. I've been calling them minarets. So, there's a lake. Oh, here we go. Karakau Glan, Koyu. So, it's difficult to say. It's mountainous and pretty dry. Where do they put Turkey? I kind of thought it was up the north here, but Karakau Glan. Should probably go central somewhere. Or all the way over here. Here's some mountains. Definitely think we're in the right country. Just I don't think Karakau Glan's a big enough place to easily see. But we're nearby some kind of winding lake. And some, probably not mountains, kind of hills. Batman. I think I'll go further east here. Oof, I was actually kind of on it there. And there was the place, Karakau Glan. That's fine, 440 kilometers, so what's my streak now? 3. Burning it up. That probably means something, but I'm not familiar. Yellow outside lines, white inside lines. Kind of like a homemade bollard here. Hand painted. Could be Turkey again. Not too familiar with the road lines, but I see up in the distance here could be another minaret. I'm not sure about all these white buildings. That could be something else entirely. Syria. Is Syria even covered? I don't think I've ever had a round in Syria. Well, there's one way of finding out. I think Turkey, you think Syria, so we'll go nearby. What are we heading? Kind of north-south-ish. Ah, it was not Syria. Let me just check. I want to see what minarets are. Yeah. So I'm right about the minarets. And then country coverage. Here we go, 107 countries. I thought there were only about 80. Turkey, Syria is not covered, so you are wrong. I should actually just quickly see. Okay, I think I'm pretty familiar with all of that. So Venezuela and the three other countries here. I was actually wondering about Costa Rica. Might have some limited coverage. Because I was trying to work out yesterday if a round could have been, I lost at 3 Country Street. This could be Botswana. Oh, actually Kenya. I hate that the vehicle protrudes past the masking here. I just got a Botswana vibe based on the emptiness in the plants, but the foliage. So Kenya Police, another hand-painted sign. They've hand-painted the crest as well, which is cool. What's the other? Majbor. Don't really see it. It's somewhere dry here. There's Dadaab. Nope, I don't see it. Okay, did it show up? Yeah, it's probably why it's not worth scanning sometimes. Sorry, I just my Twitch comments didn't come up and now they suddenly have. Ahoy, Scottish man. And this other one I can't make out, it's in red. Another noob anyway. Quoting noob. Ahoy. It's got a nice Kenya round. Because I sign read good. Although I couldn't locate the place. Now this is interesting. Interesting. Double interesting. So I guess it's India. I think. I hope it's not elsewhere in Asia. Oh, Quotanu, thanks for the follow, and also Scottish man. Scottish man, yes. I'm just going to check India and see if it's kind of a massive cheat, but I'm sure it's not Lao or Cambodian. I hope it's not Sri Lanka. I do screw up Sri Lanka quite a lot. It's kind of consistent with the south here. I've had palm trees and I'm not sure if we're actually close to the water or not. Oh, like close to the ocean or not, or whether it looks tidal. Okay, that seems fine. I'll just probably drop it. What's this? It's kind of like west. Maybe I should drop it over here. Ooh, was that Bangladesh or India? It was Bangladesh. I got screwed again. I screwed myself again. We were nearby Kalampiti Ward 8 and the shrimp seafood farm there. Ooh. The place names in Bangladesh are challenging for a non-Bangladeshi speaker. I feel bad about that because Sri Lanka, sorry, what am I talking about? Bangladesh. My brain is cooked constantly nowadays. Tiny baby. It's not hard to take care of a small baby, not tiny. It's just like inconvenient sometimes, the times. I wake up at 4 o'clock, wake up at 1:30 a.m. just for like a little bit of feeding or change the nappy. So it's difficult to get a solid block of sleep. So I think these, which TBD whether they're for trash or post, I've seen in Brazil and Argentina, but I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure. This looks Portuguese. This pole, I guess, could be Brazilian. Okay. There's a code on there. Catch you later, Biggs. Have a good day. Try not to get too drunk. Pare. Kind of anxious here whether it is Portuguese. Yeah, surely it is. In terms of where, I'm not too sure. Some palm trees, so maybe I'll go a little further north. Try that. Ooh, I shouldn't have moved north. Okay, back at a country streak of 1. 18,221, that's probably the best for today. Actually, Andy Winter's normally on the Sri Lanka vibes. So I'm not sure why he didn't. If this is Japan, I think this is it's the cabbage in the north. I'd forgotten all about that until I suddenly saw it. So that could be a good tip. Although TKO could be like Tokyo. But it doesn't look like downtown Tokyo to me from memory, unless something's gone awry since I was last there. Ooh, and that's Cyrillic. Let's just back up on that North Japan vibe. I'm not sure whether cabbage is in Russia? Ukraine? I'm at a loss here. So, I think I'll just have to commit Russia here. On a streak of 1, so there's not much riding on this, just a bunch of points. Okay, it was a lot further west. Well, if I see that cabbage again, hopefully I'll remember how far to Moscow. Not too far. North of Kazan. Let's see. Okay, we've got a palm tree, a really tall one, and some very white buildings. That says the Blue Easel, or something like that, in English, which is interesting. Driving on the left with a regular stop sign. Kind of interesting they got stop on every direction. I think someone has right of way here. I don't know about driving, I haven't driven in like 20 years. A little spittle there. So we haven't got any traffic lights. What's going on here? Got some mountains as well. I don't get the impression this is New Zealand, but that's the only thought I've got at the moment. So, whatever's going on, it's pretty crazy. Yellow backplate. This is going to be an embarrassing failure here. Furniture stores Zin Long. No hawkers. Driving left. Hong Kong? Oh, I don't think so. I don't know though. Macau? I don't think so either. Yellow backplates. English speaking, driving left. I just don't get the impression this is Hong Kong. Montague General Superette. I'm very confused. I'm sure this is like some small island somewhere. Oh! Egyptian cut barbershop. Muhammad. It's the Middle East or something. Why are they speaking English? Oh, South Africa. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's Montague there. Yeah, I couldn't see how it could be Hong Kong, but I was just very confused by that. What an odd place. I don't know how to explain that. Handy with South Africa, and I didn't check the comments quickly enough. It just didn't come into my head that that could be South Africa. What a fail. What a fail. A little embarrassing. So I've got Ayers Rock in the background here. So I'm sure Ayers Rock has a new name now, but I'm not too sure what it is. And anyway, that's not it. I was just joking. We're somewhere else, not Australia. Interesting. I did feel like I was getting better, but mixed results so far today. I don't think I've even cracked 20k yet today. Difficult to say. That could be Greek. It could be Cyrillic. Looks like we've got a blue strip here. Here's a better sign. Ancient theatre. I think that's Greek. It's just a little difficult to read. Ancient theatre something Don. Don't know if these are olives or not. Here we go. Apseo. I think we're in Greece. Just based on the language. But I don't really have anything else here. Some ancient ruins, which would check out for Greece. I'm just going to drop it there, why not? What harm could be done? Okay, it was Greece. Not quite the region, but 4,500 points is okay. And got another kind of difficult to determine round here in the middle of a forest. Oh, here we go. Ooh, interesting. So, I don't know if it could be India with that. I hope it's not. I hope it's not Sri Lanka again. Or it could be Southeast Asia. Not with the pines though, I wouldn't think. Kind of stumped on this one. You've got India. You're putting in a vote for India. Yeah, I think that can be the only thing, but I'm not really sure on the pines. I think it's probably not south. It's probably here somewhere. Where's some mountains? Don't know, it's quite lush. This is fairly nice and central, can't be too bad. Nepal, that's an interesting guess. Yeah, because I forget about Nepal quite often. With the handwritten sign, that could be the case. I had Bhutan the other day, that was a big fail. If we could see Everest, that would be a giveaway. Surely it's visible from everywhere in Nepal. I don't see it. I like your guess though. It was Bhutan. Oh my god. I just didn't think it was Bhutan that time. Bhutan? Disappointing. Still, mentioning Bhutan doesn't mean I thought it was Bhutan. The pines. Okay, I've got to try and remember. Maybe the pines are a Bhutan thing. So mix solid yellow and white dash, which I'm not too familiar with the road lines, so that's not too much help for me. Something useful could be here. Just blasted past that car, that could have been useful too. So I don't see anything distinguishing about that number plate, license plate. It says all white road lines unless there's a solid line, which is yellow, which is definitely probably a thing. We have a lot of pines here. Driving on the right. Difficult to say. Kind of a bollard would be helpful maybe. I'm not like super expert at bollards, but I do know a few. And I haven't got any. Oh, this is not going to be helpful. That's pretty rustic. It does rule out a lot of places, but in terms of what it rules in, I'm not too sure. This looks like a K at the top here. I wonder if it could be. I don't know if we're talking. I wonder if it's like Kazakhstan or something like that. That bollard looked like it could be Southeast Asia or this. I'm not sure what you call this. West Asia. I don't have any better guesses. So, I'm just going to go with it. Kazakhstan. Oh my god. It was Uruguay. Okay. The road lines make more sense there, and probably the bollard does too. Vexing. 2 points. And I have a streak of 0 again. What's the time? 2 p.m. here. Looks like they're barbecuing. Got this big car. So I guess this is Africa, I think. I can't remember what this big car would indicate, but very lush. This probably will tell us. Gogo Katuma Secondary School. Got the PO box again, like in like the post office in Kenya. In Homa Bay. Centre in the provision of quality education. I think this is something that assures learners of holistic academic, and they got holistic with a W, which may be God-fearing and self-reliance, hard work and respect. So I'm not sure, maybe that car's Kenya as well. I thought the snorkel was Kenya, but I don't see the Google cars often enough to memorise them, and I'm actively trying not to memorise them. So I kind of think that might be Kenya. Yes. So it seems like this institutions giving out their PO box is a thing for Kenya. Now this is a lot different. Yellow plates. So I guess the Netherlands, or there's yellow front plate. Because the UK would have yellow backs and white fronts. This is Syriana, King of Raps. Maybe we are in Syria. Oh no, that's right. Syria's not covered. New Art Exchange. That could be a Dutch thing. What about the road here? Doesn't tell me. There's heaps of clue. Ooh, that's interesting. A non-yellow front plate. And English. Although I think down the bottom of the sign is non-English. Let's just double check that. No. I think that was English as well. Student Lodge. Maybe this is the UK. Macca Food Store. Sharif and Sons Halal Supermarket. Something about it. It's a very impressive vegetable display. Something about this gives me non-UK vibes. This architecture surely is okay. Making Nottingham. I'm willing to believe this is Nottingham. In terms of where Nottingham is, I'm not entirely sure. I think there was a Norwich. How can I not get Nottingham? Just click somewhere. Surely Nottingham's in forest country. Must be fairly large, surely. Norwich, Hull. I remember there was a beach or a bay over here with Robin Hood. There we go. But is that Nottingham? I don't think so. Bishop Auckland. Some weird names in the UK. Surely if I'm by Robin Hood's Bay, it must be nearby Nottingham. There it is. Why? How do I not know where Nottingham is? I just had the wrong zoom. 4,500 points. Probably didn't deserve it because I read it off the side of a panel van, but this is Greek again, I think. Looks like the kids here are fighting. Oh no. From a distance it looked like like this one was throwing the other one in the air, but no, I think there's a Greek flag, which I haven't seen that all too often. I wonder if that indicates that this might be an island. They kind of want to assert that they're part of Greece. Or not. Probably they're just patriotic. Let's see. Got nothing really to go on to indicate where I am. Nothing that I'm familiar with anyway. Garbage collection. It seems more mainland, having garbage collection with a truck. I don't know why I think that, but this is all Greek to me. Something Zappa, something national. Let's try to see that garbage truck because it might have something useful on the side, but I've lost it. Anyway, Greece is here. I think I'll just go nearby Athens. That seems fine. It's all the way in the north. See if there's anything interesting there. Greek Orthodox Church and a convenience store. Okay, well, 300 kilometres away. At least I got the right country. On a streak of 3 now. Looking to fail this round. Probably South Africa, I guess. Just want to see these place names. Could be useful. Oh, I think it's not South Africa. Maybe South America. Colonel, I don't know if this stands for colonel, but I know in Argentina they have a lot of, I'm pretty sure they have a lot of, or am I, is it Uruguay? I thought Argentina they had a lot of COL. Yeah. Like Col Libertad, Kololenko, M. Rodriguez, it's like COL for Colonel and COP for Captain, I'm not too sure. I think that's the only place I've seen that kind of place nomenclature. Col Santa Rosa. I don't see the correct one, but there seems to be a collection of them around here, nearby Paraguay. Not in Paraguay, right? I think I'll just drop it here. Kind of a bit lazy to search. The number plate, or the license plate, could be Argentinian. I think there's black on there. Let's try and see this sign. So I'm not familiar with either of those places. I think I'll just drop it there. Should be fine. Oof, it was Chile. Disappointing. So I guess I was wrong about that coal. Still, it was a good theory. And I dropped my streak. This could be Peru. I'm not sure about this bollard, but this sign kind of looks Peru. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. In the mountains of Peru. So nearby Cuzco somewhere. Somewhere dry. Here. Is that still in Peru? It is. Let's go. Ooh, it's quite a distance north. But still, got the sign matter, which is something I learnt on stream yonks ago, and sometimes remember. So this is probably right-hand drive. It's quite red. Is it a drone? No, it's a bird. It was a government drone. It's a beautiful image captured in mid-flight. Nice. Probably getting out of the way of this huge truck. So I think, what was I thinking? So it could be Africa or it could be Brazil again. Oh, there's a whole bunch of birds. Pigeons, I think. That doesn't really narrow it down. the sign. I should know that. That's, I think, a meta, but that one's left my brain. I'll have to recapture that. So let's see the back of this truck. Oop, we've missed it. Move up a little bit. Yeah, I think that's could be Portuguese. It could be Spanish, but I guess it's Portuguese with this kind of scenery here. So I'll just go where I usually go. In Brazil, it was further south. Okay, that's fine. I forgot to look around for piranha pines. That would have been a sensible thing to do. Ooh, interesting. So we're nearby the Band Home Hotel, and then underneath has got some interesting KGL Privilegiert Sidden 1692, so it's somewhere in Europe, I'd imagine. And then it's got Willkommen. So it's German. And it's got this flag, which I don't know. Danish aggro? Yeah. I think Denmark could be right. The red signs, I think that's a Danish thing. So what's the water direction? It's kind of north. Kind of the German is a bit weird there, right? It's like Maribor. Kragenums, I'm not sure. Maribor. Should be able to scan for that in Denmark. It's up here. Not a huge place. Looking for Maribor. There's Hobro. Crag something. I wonder if Brazilian rock doves. Don't make me juggle the Brazilian rock doves. I hope I wasn't baited by that Danish thing. It's by the water, hang on, I remember. There's water all over the place. Kind of to the north. Maybe I'll just go all the way north here. No, I don't want to do that. Frost up? No. Frost drop. I haven't got any of the O's visible. The special O's. It seems weird enough that it's probably Denmark. I hope it's not yeah, that's Danish. Oh, that's what the flag was. It was a Danish flag. I'll go here. Okay. It was on an island, but there's the hotel. I don't know that there was much to see around here. It didn't look like a hugely touristy place. Maybe once you get out of town a bit, it's nicer. I didn't check what the score was there, but it was probably pretty good. So I wonder if this is... they've stuck a flag here. I kind of thought this was Canada. I'm not sure... Ooh, there's some serious mountains. It could be the US. Not sure what that... looked like a Chilean flag or something. Or Texas flag, hang on. Could be a Texas flag, but are there mountains in... oh, I think it's a Ukraine flag. Yeah, I think it's possibly a Ukraine flag. Which presumably is everywhere nowadays in support of Ukraine. Question mark to the left. Oh, information. Okay, that makes sense. This bollard and these mountains are probably very telling, but I'm not familiar. The only thing I know is that like they have snow poles and things in Canada, but suddenly I want to go to the US here, like Colorado or something like that. Maybe this sign will help. Oh, that's the sign I saw before. I need something else. So the only thing I thought with the bollards is probably like a Canadian thing. And Canada has mountains as well. In terms of the look of the mountains, I'm not too sure if these look like Canadian mountains or whether they look like US mountains. What I'd really need is a sign. If I had a speed sign, that would be handy. Highway 1, Lake Louise, Banff. Banff is surely Canada. Whereabouts though? Calgary? Oh, here's Banff. Here we go. Lake Louise, Highway 1 closure. So here's the Highway 1. Or is it? Yeah, I think so. Kind of going through Calgary. Must be nearby here somewhere. I'm running out of time, so just try and remember that's probably a Calgary bollard, snow bollard. Snowpole? Snowpole. That was not too bad for Canada, 100 kilometres away. Very happy. Lucky I came across that Banff sign, though I was going to, if I hadn't seen that, I probably would have guessed around Vancouver somewhere. So it wouldn't have been a bad guess anyway, I guess. What is this? Oh, I think that's their post box. Mullincud Adseri. Mullincud Adseri in Australia. So, what state? It's a very nice road. I'm not sure about this. It's quite a new road, and I guess these are audible lines. So, that checks out. Something, what would indicate what state we're in? Not too sure. Has it got windmills? My best guess so far would be an eastern state. There's a railway running here. I think it looks like it. Andy Winter, if you're about, a state guess would be handy. Not sure about Victoria. It could. I kind of find it difficult to differentiate a lot of eastern states. It's very clear. Victoria tends to be overcast. Although I'm not sure about rural Victoria. There's a lot of electricity available. Oh, here's a... Ooh, here we go. Got 41 seconds left. We're on the A32. Nyngan and Narromine. Narromine, I don't know. I think it's New South Wales, though. On the A32. A39. A32 here. Nyngan. Oh my gosh, I zoomed straight into it. How far is Nyngan? I've got 15 seconds. Nyngan's to the north-ish. About 32 kilometres, so... And what was the other way? Narromine. Narromine, how far was that? 97. Oh my gosh. 18 kilometres. Oh, and there's the place name on the initial sign. Wow. That was exhilarating. Exhilarating. 4953. Very happy. Very happy about that. Screwing up Australia is a hobby of mine and something I'm not very happy doing. So I guess it's obligatory to harness up if you're climbing around here. Which why would you be? It's probably your job, I'd guess. So I guess that's Italian or Spanish. What's going on up here? They've built themselves a cool little fort on the top of the hill. So I guess this is a dam. Could probably get the name of the dam if I can move a little bit. And the name could kind of be indicative of where we are. Here's something. I'm not sure if that's... Oh no, I can't get down here, can I? Just wanted to see this car. Guess we could be... Just not too sure if that was Spanish or Portuguese. Which if it was Portuguese, I'd think it was... Does this C have a tail underneath? Area privada de caca. If it was Spanish, that's caca means solid effluent. So I don't think it means that. Let's try to see if there's... I'm on a streak of 5. I feel like I'm going to screw this up now. Because I'm kind of thinking Portugal here. I don't know about the... It's probably just Spain, which is kind of annoying. Because I'm trying to convince myself out of it. Just not sure about the language. Seemed like it could kind of be Portuguese. The number plate didn't show anything really in terms of... oh, okay, I'll just drop in Portugal. Hopefully it's one or the other. Where do they have mountains? See, I don't think there's mountains in Portugal. Maybe I should switch to Spain. I should have switched to Spain. Disappointing. Lost my 5 streak, but got a 20k. Wow. Thanks to that nice Australia guess. I think Denmark was in there as well, was it? It was. That was always bound to be close. Even a Brazil guess was not too bad. What was that? Number 1, 3,000 points. That could have been a really good score. Oh, Banff. There's some big countries there that I didn't totally screw up. Very satisfied. Now, kind of get whiplash with this game where you're in the middle of nowhere and then suddenly you're in a city or a town. Well, this map anyway, which is a community world. It looks like, I don't know, Spanish or Greek. It's a bit far out to differentiate. I'm not sure about this. That's probably very telling. We must be fairly close to the water. They've invested in a nice boat. Is it backwards? I think they're being cute. Oh, hang on. I wonder if this is a mirror image. I thought they were being cute by putting the letters backwards, but I think maybe it's showing through as Yamarin. Kind of a bit uncertain about where we are here. I wonder if this is... It's got 5, so it's... I guess it's probably... Let me check this guy out actually. Is that Finland or Norway? Probably Finland, right? Handsome guy. I forget. Yeah, so it's either Sweden, Finland, or Norway. One of them has 4 steps. One of them has a hat. I think Norway has a hat. Handsome man with a hat. I think this might be Finland. If that's right, then I'm definitely learning. Nearby the water, because he's got a boat. There's a lot of water. Even lakes. I'm just going to say he's probably actually lake bound. Somewhere in here. Taxi, T-A-K-S-I. I don't know. They've got a little house. Oh, that's the post box. They've got a little house for the post box. I thought it was the bin, that they'd built a little house for the bin, but not the case. I don't think any of that language that I saw was... I didn't really see too much language, but nothing was kind of worrying in terms of community notice boards I like. In terms of Norway or anything like that. Okay, wow. I actually learned something. Crossings in Scandinavia. I think Sweden's 4. And Norway, the guy would have a hat. 4,500 points, not too shoddy. And Korea. Nice. So this should be nice points as well. I don't know where exactly, but it's nearby the beer bar. Oh, chicken and beer, which is chimak. Chimak in Korean, chicken and beer. The only problem with Korean chicken is a lot of times they add... Oh, there's the Google car reflection. So drink if you're drinking. Take a shot. Problem with Korean chicken sometimes is it's way too sweet. It's the problem with like a lot of Korean things, like Korean potato chips. Ew. The skin. That's kind of like a disturbing name for a clothing shop. I don't like that. The skin. Got Apple Store. I wonder how long until Apple, the tech company, comes knocking on their door asking for a cease and desist. Chill sooner. Oh, I guess it's the drinks fridge. Just trying to remember, I guess I'll go in Seoul here. I don't think it is Seoul, maybe I'll go Central. I've got to find Korea first, South Korea. Maybe Daejeon, Daegu. Could be Busan. Busan? Somewhere big-ish. If I saw the water there, then that would be handy. Maybe Incheon, Seoul. It probably is just Seoul, but I want to hedge a bit central. So the two beer brands I know in South Korea are Cass and Height. And one of them is terrible, and it's the one that sounds like shite. So never order Height. Always go with Cass. That's my personal, professional opinion. Okay, I should probably just guess. I'm not going to get anything here. Oh my gosh, it was just nearby Seoul. I kind of had a more Seoul vibe there, but I was scared. I was too scared. Driving right. All white lines, which is interesting. And Cyrillic. Kind of in... Wait. It's like a North Macedonian bollard, I don't remember. Albanian or North Macedonian? Just checking if someone's here to help. There is no one to help. I think I should probably go quickly in North Macedonia before I freak myself out. It's definitely, I'm doing it. Suddenly I'm overthinking. I should have just gone into North Macedonia straight away. It could be Serbia or Albania. No dual language, which is interesting. It could be none of the places that I've mentioned. What are the other options? Montenegro. I think it's one of these. Albania, Montenegro, or North Macedonia, or Serbia. Definitely. So I just want to have a look at the blue signage I'm not too sure about. But the bollard is definitely one I've seen recently. Didn't commit to memory, but half remember. So the black cap kind of cuts off the reflector. So this is a learning moment. Oh my gosh, it was Russia. Why? Why? Still, I managed to get 599 points out of that, which is a miracle. I feel like this is 5. This looks like Italian or something. And the stop sign. Just with the font. Yeah, I think I'm not sure about this signage, seems a bit weird. And these names. Primo. Interesting. What about these cars? So I wonder if this is like something weird like Luxembourg. It's got the Italian 2 blues on the back. I think Luxembourg, some of these cars would have yellow front plates, which I don't really see. There is something a bit dodgy about it though. Just the place names are really unusual. Cannonbola, Nimis. I have a really bad feeling about this. I think I'll go north anyway. Central north, Nimis, I don't see. What are my other options? I think that's probably not an option. I don't think so. I'll just have to go where I put my marker. Oh, it's all the way northwest. Udine, Nimis. These are some really strange place names. I would have thought for Italy, but not to worry. So we've got probably corn, I guess, or wheat. Wheat, I think. And this green arrow is really interesting. Bunso or Immenstead. Wish I could read this, that's probably quite handy. This is a bit of an unusual place. It's got a farm here, but I don't see some serious thunder going on in the background. So that sign with the green, I'm not sure what that would indicate. I haven't really, there's nowhere in my memory where I've seen that green sign before. Kind of a red barrel. Not sure about that. Kind of in the forest here. I don't know what to make of any of this. And I don't think I'm going to see anything useful. There's a little farmyard up here, let's check that out. Farmhouse, sorry. Having a struggle to move as well. They've got a nice fence. It's kind of a nice place. Got some language here, hopefully that could be useful. Ooh, interesting. I don't know if it's like Hungary or something. I've got to click somewhere with 54 seconds to go. No, Austroregion. Could be German? Does it say bitte? Could be German. Could be Austria. Might go close to Austria just for points reasons. Not that I'm breaking any records here, but it kind of looked like German. I couldn't quite make it out, but I think up the top it said bitte, which would be please, I think. Wow, they got a cool private playground for their kids. Got a ship steering wheel. I think that's what they call it. I don't think they call it a steering wheel, actually. The helm. A little slide. Yeah, very nice. I just guessed there. Ooh, it was Germany, but all the way in the north. I don't know if that sign was official, but with the green there, I was not familiar. 17,500. Abysmal. So here, Germany again, maybe. I'm not sure if this... Yeah, I think that's Germany. Could be in the middle of the Black Forest driving east-west. I don't know where the Black Forest is, so that's... If we are there, then that's not much use to me. Oh, I thought this was a sign, but it's a truck. That's annoying. Driving east-west, pine forests. I wonder if it's flat. Someone did mention in the chat the other day that if it's flat in Germany, it'd be the north of Germany. This is pretty flat. I think it'll go... Which is not something I considered that last round, but... Ooh, no. It was Sweden. I don't know how I thought that was a German bollard. It did look a bit different. It looked like the reflector kind of took up more space. Yeah, okay, and that's at an angle. The black background's at an angle and it's wedge shaped. Kind of got a bit confident there. So that'd be Sweden. Okay, hopefully I know for next time. This looks like Cyrillic already. It's an embarrassing Sweden fail, so disappointing. Don't know if we're just... that's a Russian or Ukrainian crossing. I think it's maybe Russia. So the driver's on the correct side, so I guess we're not all the way west. Maybe I'll go to Chelyabinsk. Should I look around? I don't know, maybe. I probably won't, because I'll just spend a bunch of time looking around and then be miles away anyway. Yes, if I'd seen a sign for Liski, I never could have found it. So 2,000 points, 5 points for guessing the correct country. Don't know if these are official or not. They've got a caravan and ooh, children crossing. Not sure if that was the same as that one I saw earlier. Got some birches and red buildings. I've got to try and work on, bollards obviously need a little work because I mixed up Sweden for German, German for Sweden, or vice versa, I'm not sure. But I think pole tops or utility poles could be useful. So this is a very vivid giveaway sign. Yellow fill. I was wondering about Sweden again. Probably Scandinavia. Jarenberg, Jura. I think maybe Sweden again. Why did I think that? Although this could be Finland with the double K. 8 degrees Celsius at 1 p.m. Presumably, could be 1 a.m. in the summertime. Let's check the signs here. What is that? It's difficult to tell how big it is. Definitely difficult to tell what it is. Some kind of little house. Let's check. Euro. That's an interesting poll. Bollard. I think Uusika Punki. I think that sounds Finnish. Let's drop it in Finland somewhere. Seppa Pink Punky. Looking for Punky. Don't really see it. It's 8 degrees at 1 p.m. Can't be that far north, surely. I'm going to go all the way south. Not all the way south, but most of the way south. It was all the way south. Still not too bad. At least I identified the correct country. What am I on? A streak of 2. It's not like amazing. That flag, which I think is a row. I was going to say a Russian flag, but I'm not sure that that's true. However, I do think we are in Russia. Driving kind of east-west. Object or objecti. No photographs, which is interesting. Maybe this, well, the Google car is just blatantly disregarding that. I don't know if this is Russia, but I think I'll have to go Russia. Some things about it look a bit unusual. Normally they have that no photography around, like military establishments and things like that. I'm not sure how the Google car goes with that kind of thing. It's going to go closest to Moscow. Ooh, not bad in terms of vibes. It was further south there, but near Volgograd, a little north of Volgograd. So that was not a bad Russian guess. Been a mix lately in Russia and other countries. So this has big island vibes. They've got outrigger canoes, which is kind of like a, I don't know, right near the equator by the look of this satellite dish. I wonder if it's like Indonesia or something like that. It's washing day. Got some small kids by the looks, which would mean every day is washing day. What's that animal? Oh, it's a chair, not an animal. Although they do have a fine looking rooster there. I'm going to guess Indonesia. It's washing day everywhere in town. I don't know that I'm going to get anything useful here. So if it was Indonesia, maybe Sulawesi. Sulawesi? I don't know what that would look like. I did have a round, probably the only round I've had in Sulawesi the other day, and it did look unusual. What's the equator? I don't think we're that close to the equator. We go Munda Island. It was the Philippines, so that also makes sense. Whoops, I didn't mean to open the map. That's annoying. I wonder if there's anything there that would have given that away. 15726. Okay, I think this will be my last game. Oh my gosh, I came across this kind of thing the other day where there are a bunch of insulators on the pole, like dozens, but only 2 lines coming out. Of course I didn't commit to memory where that was, so it's no actual use to me. We've got yellow outside lines, driving left. Ooh, thunderstorm incoming. So I guess this is South Africa again. If I could get to a place name, that could be helpful. Otherwise, where will I go? I'll probably chicken out and go central, because that's the kind of guy I am. Unless I can see it. Although the other option would be to go north near Botswana, because it's kind of... Ooh, unless it's like Lesotho or something. I haven't had a round in Lesotho in a long time, so I don't really think of it. I hope it's one of those, South Africa or Lesotho or something. It's like the tabletop mountains here. I wonder if I should go for it. I'm on a streak of 0, so I can't really lose anything. So let's go for it. There. Ooh, wrong. North of Beaufort West. For a minute there I thought I'd nailed it, but no, it's just South Africa. That's fine. Possibly Canada or the US. There's a for sale sign which probably has the place name on it, but I can't really make out. It's kind of like a half professional looking for sale sign, but very cluttered. Probably more information than you need for someone driving past it. 60 miles an hour. Or kilometres, depending on which country we're in, I think. Canada has kilometres per hour, I'm pretty sure. So there's a homemade pole. Not homemade, but rustic, artisanal pole. Don't know that I'm going to get much information here. Driving east-west, I'm just going to drop it in Canada somewhere. Here. Saskatchewan. It was Canada. It was near the Johnson Harbour Pine Tree Point Provincial something. Pine Tree Harbour. Well, I actually thought it was somewhere more remote than that. Right country, wrong part of... almost the wrong hemisphere. Saint Martin. Some very distinctive signage and light posts here. It's not ringing any bills. Not ringing any bells. Got some quite big palm trees. And this thing. This is an unusual location. It's really well kept in terms of the grass and whatnot. Not sure about these number plates. Driving on the right. A blue top and bottom. I wonder if I've had that recently. It's like, what the... It's a cool looking policeman. Yeah, I did have this recently. Where are we? San Cristobal. San Cristobal. Is it an island or is it Central America? San Cristobal. Maybe is... where am I? I'm looking for... somewhere here. Kingston, Red Hook. Oh, what about, no. Curacao. I think there's too much English for that. Surely St. Cristobal's something which I've got in my head. This should be fairly obvious, but what about... I don't think it's Hawaii. Not Cuba. So, can't even recall if there was Spanish. This kind of looks like Spanish architecture. Maybe I should be more nearby Spain. Oh, I think that's right. Oh, it was just Argentina. And there's San Cristobal. That was an unusual one. I'm not sure what was going on there. With the cool cop with the seatbelt and the glasses. Australia again. Let's check a bollard. This is kind of... oh no. Yeah. It's kind of the same road lines that we had before, which turned out to be somewhere here. I think. Was that right? I think so, because I went in Northern Territory and it just turned out to be somewhere. I can't exactly remember where. So we're going kind of like north-south. I think it was in Western Australia. And there was some reserve X something or other. Oh, there's a lot of X. I thought it was somewhere around here, but I'm not too sure. I might just guess there. Oh my god. This time we're in on the border, I guess, with New South Wales and Victoria. That's disappointing. I had a nice Australia guess earlier and then fumbled that one. Round 5 of 5. After this, I'm gonna give up. I don't think. Washing day, washing the whites. Massey Ferguson, very famous brand. Ooh, and the koi, the O has the... I don't know, is that an umlaut? I'm not too sure. But it could be in like Scandinavia. Again, I was trying to commit either Finland or Sweden, but I don't know actually, this is really unusual. Normally after this, I thought there were 2 blue strips like Italy, but I don't think so. Normally after this I'd take the baby for a walk, but she's banned when the weather is overcast like this. That's like a Turkish flag. Is it? Difficult to say. I wonder, there's a chunky pole there. Like Bulgaria. What is this? Some chunky people crossing the road. I'm sure I haven't seen that before. But then we've got European stripe. I'm not sure Bulgaria would do that. Turkey? Yeah, Turkey, okay. Gosh. This is something very unusual. I guess most Turkey I see is rural, but this is urban. So a nice Turkey guess. I guess to the west. I'll guess here. Could be all the way to the east, which would be interesting. So not too far away. It's probably one of my best Turkish guesses ever. I don't think I've ever had a round in Istanbul, but yeah, I'll finish up now. I think I'll be back in the morning, probably about 13 hours time. Good luck to Oscar Piastri in the race today, and keep in touch.